What is the difference between your work and your job? Your job is your employment. Your work, however, is not equal to your job. Your work is your life assignment. Your work is something that you were born to do and need to do in order to fulfill your purpose. Let me take you through a story that may or may not sound familiar. You are young. You believe everything you are taught and you trust those around you who have the seemingly right answers. But why wouldn't you? They, after all, have lived longer than you and do have your best interests at heart. You grow a bit older and you have far-reaching dreams. You want to be president. You want to be a mayor. Then, adults tell you to stop being unrealistic. They want to protect you from failure. And they want to protect you from time lost. First, it comes from your own parents. Come back to reality, they say. Stop daydreaming, they advise. Son, get a job. Get a job. Just study well and get a job. Don't study what you feel like studying. Study to get money. Study for security. Stop being childish, they say. Wise advice is needed, but is it truly wise when it has killed a dream inside of a child? A child says his dream is to become the president. The parents say, let's be realistic. The only realistic thing is they have just killed the president in the child. Seeing this life process, it's no wonder why so many people hate the job they are doing. Every Sunday night, they get the Monday blues. They hate the traffic to work, the office they are in, and the phone call from their boss. They can't wait until 5 p.m. on Friday. In fact, they pack up 3 hours early. Does this sound like you? You are not doing your work because you have a job. This is because you've been told by the world to get a job. People surrounding us ask us to get a job and they train us to get a job. They hire us for the job and then they fire us from the job and call it retirement. If we just allow the world to define us by our job, our purpose is destroyed. We are making a living, but we are not making a difference. We are surviving, but we are not impacting. Your purpose is the only thing that is truly right for you. Do you know what the greatest enemy of right is? It's not wrong. The greatest enemy of right is good. Satan is smart. He gets you to do good things, but that doesn't mean they are right. He knows that he can't get you to do bad things because you are a good person. Some of you are doing good things, but they are not necessarily the right things. You may be successful, but successful in the wrong area. True success is doing what you were born to do. Satan can take away the best thing from you by distracting you with a good thing. That's why so many people find their good job, but never find their work. Never confuse your work with your job. Your job is what they pay you to do. Your work is what you were born to do. Your job is your skills, but your work is your gifts. When you're doing your job, you're fulfilling others' dreams. But when you do your work, you are fulfilling your own dream. Your job provides you with finances. Your work provides you with peace, freedom, and fulfillment. They can fire you from your job, but they'll never be able to fire you from your work. You can retire from your job, but you can't retire from your work because your work is your gift to the world and it lives inside of you. Your work has greater potential, waiting to be discovered and used. Now, let's be smart. I'm not asking you to quit your job tomorrow. Use the skills learned in your job to prepare you for your work. Work on your work after you come home from your job. Then, one day, make your job your work. Embrace your job and use it to refine your gifts. Then, find your work. Some people have their job as their work. Haven't you ever wondered how some people can work 16 hours a day and still be full of zeal and do it again the next day? How do they stay so focused? How do they stay so disciplined? How do they take on the biggest challenges with positivity and passion? How do they continue living and working with fearlessness and courage and joy? It's because they have discovered their work and have turned it into their job. Jesus never called anything he did a job. He always says, I came to do the work. I work because my Father works. I came to finish the work my Father gave me to do. It was my work, not my job. Jesus' job was carpentry from his earthly father. However, his work was redeeming the human race. If you haven't found your work, you will probably dread every Monday morning. Lastly, have you heard of people saying, "This job is killing me"? They are literally correct. The stresses of a job cause people to have high blood pressure, depression, heart disease, diabetes, and ultimately, they die at a young age. However, when you find your work, it gives you life. It energizes, revitalizes, resurrects, and replenishes you with satisfaction and empowers you with strength. So, have you found your work? Thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe and share this video. If you were inspired by this video, please comment below.